one worker simply tossed it back onto the roller, but suddenly, he was also pulled into the machine.
Nah. Why did I click this video, bro? What are you talking about? Hey, what's up, busy boy son? I'm back with another reaction video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for today's video. Creepiest workplaces accidents.
It was 1:47 p.m. when Zhang reflexively rushed to help her colleagues, foolishly hoping to stop the vehicle with her bare hands. Yet the laws of physics are unyielding. When Zhang was lifted off the ground, she lost her grip and fell under the forklift. At that moment, the metal sheets slipped.
Cause bro, it already exceeded the limit too, bro. Wait, you mean to tell me the truck? Nah, don't tell me. Nah, the shit landing on her.
Her wheels came crashing down directly on her. To make matters worse, the panicked driver hit the gas, pulling Zhang even further under the machine. It was still 1:47 p.m. and only.
I remember this one time I be on Twitter, which is called X now, and I seen this like video of this woman. She was about to cross the street and this bus just ran over her, bro. Like her body was scraped on the floor to the next bus stop, bro. That is what it's giving right now. Is make you remember, bro. And you know, God, I pray I die in my sleep, bro. Please, Jesus Christ, like, bro. I do not want to die in these ways, bro. Oh my God.
Seconds had passed. Factory
like
workers
what?
Free Zhang from the trap. And when rescuers arrived, all they could do was
like he already squashed her.
This tragedy could have been avoided if the workers had used the forklift properly. Conscious disregard for safety rules is one of the leading causes of workplace deaths. However, the consequences don't always fall on those who break the rules.
Sometimes it just happens.
The first thing 21-year-old Day Davis did at his new job was snap a photo and send it to his fiancée. Not long before, they had lost their newborn daughter, a tragedy that pushed...
Nah, that's fucked up, gang. You just lost your daughter, bro. A tragic like that, bro. And then like fast forward, you just lost your life, bro. I wonder how the mom feeling, gang.
Davis, who had a reputation for slacking off, to turn his life around. At 2 p.m. on August 16, 2012, Davis reported to work at Rum Factory No. 7 in Jacksonville, Florida. He had taken a temporary job there for modest pay, but he was proud. It was his first day at his first ever job after
first day too, bro. That's crazy.
Graduating. Davis worked on a palletizer, a machine that packs and stacks cases of filled bottles onto a pallet. They roll down the line, get compressed into a square, and then the platform lowers the...
They already look dangerous, my nigga. Like these people be working in these dangerous factories, bro. You goofing off and shit. Like, bro, that shit be happening, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? You gotta be cautious, bro. I don't ever want to work in these areas or whatever the case is, because I'm a clumsy nigga. I'll fuck around and get my toes in there. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, I'm dragged in there. My whole body get crushed like meatloaf. Don't tell me he died in that way.
Sometimes, though, the bottles would collide and break, covering the conveyor with glass and sticky rum. This had been happening for years, yet no one...
And they never fixed that?
Except for the palletizer operator.
I mean, niggas wasn't under it.
Had to stop the machine and clean it manually. That day was no different. The operators halted the conveyor, and at 4:46 p.m., Davis ducked underneath it to clean up the glass. Workers were afraid of delaying production. So
Brody didn't tell nobody he was going over like, you know, under it to clean it, bro. Like, this is why like to jobs like this you can't have headphones plugged in, bro. And knowing me, I be listening to music at work. You can't have headphones in these jobs. You might think, okay, I'm just gonna work in this area and do this product and do this, you know what I'm saying, make sure this work. And then you know what I'm saying? I understand though, because jobs like this, bro, it's kind of like patience. You know what I'm saying? It seems like you're not really doing nothing. You're just there. You're just like spending the time. You're just trying to get this shit worked. Like you just barely staying in there and like, or whatever you need to do. But
production. So they did everything as quickly as possible, even if it meant compromising their own safety. After shutting down the machine, they were supposed to lock it to prevent it from being turned back on. Then they were meant to place special supports under the platform to ensure it couldn't lower while someone was underneath. However, this time, the workers didn't do any of this to avoid wasting precious minutes. So, when the supervisor and operator finished cleaning the conveyor above Davis, they closed the gates and restarted the machine. It was exactly 4:49 p.m. when the factory was pierced by David's scream, as he was crushed by cases of bottles weighing over 900 kilograms.
Damn.
Rescuers arrived within minutes, but Davis was already gone. Had the factory owners fixed the palletizer and not forced workers into situations where they feared taking time for their own safety, this wouldn't have happened. Nor would the many other accidents involving temporary workers in the U.S.
And I bet that bitch was heavy, bruh.
Significantly higher risk of injury on the job than full-time ones. In Florida, this rate is 50% higher, and Oregon, 66%, and in Minnesota, a staggering 72%. However, other workers who have worked with their equipment for a long time and with great success often become so confident in their abilities that they simply disregard safety rules.
Nah, let's be honest, bro. Who be like that, though? You know what I mean? Like, I be like that. You know what I mean? Like, I be thinking I be the man of my shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the top notch of my job type shit. You feel me? It be like that, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, when you do some shit for so long, you get used to the shit. So, like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, who like that? Come on, gang. Like, that's me.
At a snack factory in the Chinese city
I probably
of
die one of these ways
5
too, bro.
p.m. on June 27th, 2022. A man whose identity remains unknown was working near a lathe. He spent less than a minute prepping the machine, and only after pressing the start button did he realize his fatal mistake. But it was too late. The man was pulled into the lathe, spinning at a terrifying speed for a full 10 seconds, until his colleagues shut down the machine. They were horrified by what they saw because, despite the gruesome injuries, the man was still breathing. It sounded...
Damn, still breathing. Like, imagine that shit, bro. Like, and then like your intestines, and you just rolling and rolling and rolling, and yo, that doesn't kill you automatically because the pain is still going on. It got to be like a blow to the head or like on some dramatic, like to the chest, bro. Like,
unbelievable. Yet doctors managed to save the guy, and he survived.
I know he was not able to walk.
The worker wasn't so lucky in the winter of 2019. He was working with metal near a similar machine, dressed in protective gear, but for some reason he didn't bother to follow another safety rule. Instead of walking around the lathe to turn it on, the man leaned over the spindle to do it. At that moment, a part of his protective clothing got caught in the machine, dragging him right in after. Within seconds, his agony was over. He passed away on the spot. Accidents like these are so common that it's worth reminding everyone about the importance of following all safety rules when working with equipment, especially machinery with fast-moving parts. However, in the Indian city of Surat, a textile factory worker was tinkering around a spinning machine wearing just jeans and a t-shirt. His job was to control the speed and tension of the threads winding onto a spool. It seemed like nothing dangerous. Suddenly, his hand got tangled in one of the threads, and he was instantly wrapped around the giant spool. His body twisted and cocooned in threads like a spider's web. This nightmare lasted about 7 seconds before the spool finally stopped. Other workers rushed over to free their colleague from the trap. They cut the threads and carefully laid him on the ground, afraid that every move could worsen his condition. They probably remembered the warning from the president of the Federation of Weavers' Welfare Associations that an accident involving a spinning machine almost always means certain death. This time, though, a miracle happened. The man calmly stood up and dusted himself off, suffering only a few bruises. Well, if he...
God work in mysterious ways, you feel me? Amen.
Paper machine, like the person in the next story, he wouldn't have had even a slim chance of survival.
Oh no.
I don't know the worker's name or the exact location of where this video was filmed, but the footage is dated June 22nd, 2023 at 8:55 a.m. 2 workers were at a factory near a roller press, feeding paper strips onto it. This massive metal cylinder spins rapidly, just 10 centimeters above the floor. When a wide strip of paper fell off the conveyor, one worker simply tossed it back onto the roller, but suddenly, he was also pulled into the machine. His body was dragged down until it vanished into the 10-centimeter gap under the press.
Nah. Why did I click this video? Nah. Bro, what are you talking about? Do you guys see the length of that shit? Let me tell y'all, bro, that pain Brody felt was unreal, my nigga. I'll let you guys know that right now, bro. That shit probably the worst pain you could probably, like, what? You mean tell me Brody was getting rolled over, road dog like that, bro?
Erupted. Workers tried to rescue
like, look at that.
But it took them a full minute to stop the roller.
Man's got spin around like the paper.
The machine in an emergency, or maybe the necessary button was too far away, or even inaccessible to them. In any case, the violation of safety rules claimed yet another life. Such irresponsibility causes suffering for people worldwide.
I don't think I'll go back to work that day again. I keep it a buck. If I see somebody die like that in front of my face, it's gonna give me anxiety, bro. Imagine the anxiety like his friends like had to deal with, my nigga. That's painful, gang.
And in all kinds.
That's why it's follow the rules.
What could possibly be dangerous on a ship that is already docked in port? In reality, that's when one of the deadliest incidents can happen. You've probably never heard of a snapback zone, but the crews of large vessels have special markings and signs warning about this area. This man, who was mooring a ship on February 9th, 2021, should have been aware of it. He was
Don't tell me he got dragged by that, bro.
using a large winch to wind one of the ropes holding the ship at the dock.
Nah.
When a thicker section of the rope appeared on the screen, it suddenly tightened and, within a second, snapped back with such force that it struck the man by the winch like a giant.
He got ripped in half.
Dangerous spots on the deck where the ends of a broken rope can fly are called snapback zones. Many tragedies have occurred in these zones before markings were introduced. Unfortunately, the man in this video either didn't know the rules or chose to ignore.
It's like getting whipped with a
How
belt,
badly he was injured
with a
remains
mean ass belt, bro.
On another ship, crew members were also working with mooring lines. One of them was performing some task near the chain connecting two sections of the rope. And just as the workers signaled to someone off camera and stepped back from the rope, it snapped. The exact consequences of this incident are also unknown, but I suspect it didn't end without a trip to the hospital. Let's hope all these sailors are all alive, because some people get lucky even in the worst circumstances. On September 2nd, 1990, the streets of Vancouver, Canada witnessed the first ever city-hosted race of the championship auto racing teams. Local
I was
driver
on a
Ross Bentley
like
finished
race like
last in the standings, but still qualified. He started the race and was performing well until the 16th lap, when his
What
car
could have went
stalled
wrong,
on one
bro?
of the winding turns. A group of marshals immediately rushed to push Bentley's car off the track. As soon as the vehicle regained traction, the marshals hurried back to their posts. However, at that very moment, Willie T. Ribbs' car came around the corner, scattering 4 people. Only 22-year-old Jean Patrick Hine was struck directly by the car. He lay unconscious on the track, surrounded by his colleagues, yet the race...
I always thought it was freaking stupid that like people had to run up and change the tires and shit, bro. Like, bro, you guys should literally see it, bro. Niggas really be on their knees. I know they have like knee things, like, you know, that help them like when they sliding on the floor, like get to that position to switch the tires and shit. But nah, imagine, bro, them bitches going fast as shit. I don't know how fast these cars be going, but they fast as a race for a reason. You know, need a speed type, bro. What? You getting hit by one of those and you under the car, under the tire, you getting fried, bro. Like they need to come up with a new way to change tires or like whatever the case is, cause that's dangerous, bro. And they gotta do it in the fastest way possible. What you mean, bro?
This was not stopped. Hine was taken to the hospital, but he died that same day. Due to the barriers, Ribbs couldn't see the marshals in time, especially at such speed.
Nah.
Ironically, this race marked Ribbs' best performance in the championship. Perhaps the marshals made a catastrophic mistake.
Did he win?
Maybe in 1990, racing rules
They probably
weren't
stopped
as
the race.
strict as today. Or it's just that cars are inherently dangerous, even those with a top speed of only 30 kilometers per hour. Although the warehouse worker featured in this video probably didn't think that way until July 2017. At first, everything seemed normal. The driver was slowly moving between 2 tall shelves on a forklift. Meanwhile, other workers were inspecting boxes that stood neatly in the middle of the aisle. And as the driver approached them, a catastrophe occurred, often dramatized in movies. The driver swerved to avoid the obstacle when suddenly the shelf collapsed. A cascade of boxes pushed the forklift across the aisle, burying it under the contents of the second shelf, which also collapsed. Then,
Wait, so you mean to tell me these are more heavy that was able to... Yo. But like, wouldn't he able to be able to like somehow survive? Because the metal was like right here. I see like this rods over here.
and the warehouse section began falling one by one, creating...
Oh, nah, he ain't survive that. Nah, bro. The whole rack fell on him, but yeah, nah, bro. He was cooked.
a terrifying,
If it was one rack,
spectacular domino effect. And this wasn't a movie, it was real life. The collapse only stopped after a significant portion of the warehouse had come down.
Bro.
It's unclear where this disaster happened, or if the forklift driver survived. But it seems the fault doesn't lie with the worker. If all it took to bring down half the warehouse was a barely noticeable touch of the forklift roof to a box, then the problem likely lies in the weak construction of the shelves. On March 27th, 2024,
definitely.
there were chilling reports about the Vandapak factory in Thailand's Chonburi province. At 4:47 a.m., surveillance footage shows two workers calmly working in a shop. Suddenly, a robotic arm lowered directly onto one of them, pinning him to the bench where he had just placed a metal sheet. The man didn't even have time to scream, so his colleague had no idea about the
kill him
horror happening
instant.
right behind him. The injured worker was eventually freed from the trap, but couldn't be saved. The factory administration
because it hits like probably his heart or some shit. Like it's like his lungs, bro. Like probably popped him. It's his ribs right to his lungs or his heart. Damn.
The robot was functioning correctly, yet the man had ducked under it at the wrong time. And according to the managers, all employees assumed responsibility for any workplace accidents. In reality, though, this is an unfair shifting of responsibility. The robotic arm should have been equipped with a signal warning of its activation.
That's what I'm saying. They need to have robots, bro. That's aware of like human safety, bro. My nigga, like, come on, yeah. That's crazy.
The workers' area should have been made as safe as possible, because this wasn't the only factory where such incidents occurred. On similar production lines, the approach to human-robot cooperation is sometimes so irresponsible that machines can take down entire groups of workers in seconds.
Damn.
One of the victims of robots was 49-year-old Mr. Cho, who worked at a porcelain factory in China's Hunan province in 2018. During his shift, a robotic arm on the production line broke and fell. His body was instantly pierced by numerous massive...
Nah, bro. You know, that's one of my worst fears, that like rods or like anything going through me, my nigga. Like, yo, what? Pierce through your body, bro?
metal rods. There were 10 of them, each
bro, them is like bullets
and 12 millimeters thick. Since most of the rods entered his shoulder, the man survived. However, when the injured worker was brought to the hospital, problems arose. Due to the metal foreign bodies, doctors couldn't perform an X-ray or MRI and had to operate blindly. It turned out that one of the rods nearly hit an artery, passing just 1/10 of a millimeter from it. Surgeons worked all night and managed to save Cho's life. Details about how and why the accident happened are unknown, but it's evident that the safety protocols at this porcelain factory need improvement. A year
Seriously.
earlier, another Chinese resident, Yang Ming, found himself in a similar situation at a construction site. During his shift, the 37-year-old worker made a typical but fatal mistake. He accidentally touched exposed wires. However,
Not wise,
the shock
bro.
threw him directly onto a one...
Nah, bro, you gotta be shitting me, right? My man's got lifted off his ass, man. That's I can't even imagine that. Like, what? Imagine his colleagues when they seen that shit, bro. That's
20-centimeter metal rod, which passed through Ming's body like a knife through butter. The shocked but conscious man was taken to the hospital, where it became clear just how lucky he was. The
he survived it.
rod miraculously missed all vital organs, only slightly...
Amen, bro. God's plan, bro. Amen, bro. That is crazy, bro. You guys seen how far that shit went up his thing, bro? His body, bro. He survived. Yo, my man's a walking blessing, bro. God love you, my boy. I'll tell you that.
Bladder.
Like, look, it went past his private part through his intestines, my guy. His lungs, one of his lungs, I know got hit with it. One of his lungs, that's fine. It had to disable him, bro.
Liver and
I can't see that
without causing any bleeding.
What?
Ming was still conscious when he was taken in for a 7-hour surgery. The surgeons removed the rod from his body, but still, he had a long road to recovery. And while none of us can predict or avoid every possible threat, everyone should take care of their safety and demand the same from their employer.
Yeah, bro. Y'all stay safe out there, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? Take out those headphones, especially in the work fields like this, bro. Make sure you follow the rules, bro. Cause this shit ain't to play with, bro. Like watching this whole video, bro, give me the chills, bro. Cause I be doing the dumbest, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I be fooling around, but my job's a lot easier. It's kind of like retail and shit. But still, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Y'all take care, be safe out there, bro. But if you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.